We have head coach Katrina Merriweather. She'll start with an opening statement.
The obvious is that was a tough game to coach. But I do think that we got a little more comfortable as the game went on. West Virginia came out and we tried to tell our kids about the urgency they were going to have. Senior night, fighting for a championship, and just momentum going into the conference tournament. Sometimes you just don't realize what things feel like until they actually hit you. But I do think that our young people will take a lot away from tonight and understand that we have to refocus some things going into the tournament.
Coach, what makes guarding West Virginia's three guards, what makes it so difficult?
Well, what I think made it difficult for us was the first time we played them, we did a really good job at it, and we were hurt by the 4s and 5s. I, again, told our staff this would be a guards game today. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but senior day is one of them. So I think what makes it difficult is Jordan Harrison is so unselfish. She can score whenever she wants to, but I saw her and Shaw give each other a look in the first half. I thought, oh boy, because Shaw's making shots and she was going to keep feeding her. And I think that's what makes a point guard and what has turned a West Virginia team that some people didn't think would be ranked in the top 25 into one of the best teams in the country and obviously one of the best teams in the Big 12.
Coach, is one of the difficult things getting your team to realize that there are places West Virginia probably wanted you to throw the ball against their press, and if you don't have enough ball handlers to be comfortable everywhere, how do you work against that? How do you get that message across?
It's tough. I think sometimes we put our post players in really tough positions, and ultimately we've practiced 5 different press breakers in the last 3 years, and I'm not sure any of them work all the time because West Virginia and the coach does such a great job of just making sure that you're uncomfortable, whatever that looks like. And I think that press morphs itself into whoever they're playing against. So obviously keeping the ball out of Kalia DeVillis's hands is a primary objective, and then getting the ball into our 5 players' hands for them to feel like they can dribble it and then tip it from the back and that sort of thing. So you practice those things. The reality is until you actually get into the game, you have to make some in-game adjustments, and I thought we did that a few times, and it helped us. I thought we advanced the ball much better tonight than we have in more recent games against them. Just early on, we didn't make many shots, and I think what really, really affected this game was us fouling and putting them in the bonus in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. It affects the way you defend. It affects the way you do everything. Thought we were a little more aggressive in the second half, and that helped. But ultimately, you just got to keep trying to throw different things at them and have confidence in attack, and we did that sometimes, but obviously not enough.
Coach, how difficult is it to kind of regroup and try and refocus your girls whenever you guys do fall behind so early on and you are trying to get back into the game and what turned out to be a very long game, it seems like?
Yeah, it was all day. It's not difficult for us to refocus our kids because we go against teams all the time that have seniors and fifth years, and the majority of our minutes are going to freshmen. I had a freshman point guard, I got a freshman 4 player, my 6-man coming off the bench is a freshman. They have very short memories, sometimes a little shorter than even I would like. But what it helps you with is in moments like this, you're able to refocus them. And I'm very confident about our ability to do that before the tournament starts too. I think they know what the deal is, right? And when you play poorly like we did today and West Virginia plays great, then this is what happens. And they know this. They know that there's a really small margin of error, right, when you play really good teams. And so when you come out and you make those mistakes early, you're in for a long day.
Coach, I guess is the good news that, the regular season's over, you can kind of just flush this and now focus on the tournament?
I love that word because that's exactly what we do. We say we got to flush this one, you got to let it go. We won't harp on a lot of film from this game. I thought we have been playing much better. And then you run into a machine like West Virginia defensively, and it can give you pause, and it can mess with your confidence, but we're going to do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. And as soon as we figure out who we're going to play, because, again, this league is so competitive and the parity is there, no one knows who they're going to play yet until the games are over today. But, yes, we're going to flush it, and then we're just going to start preparing for whoever we play in the first round.
Coach, what did you like from Maya tonight?
Yeah. I love that Maya's so competitive. Obviously, that's a very tough space to be in, and she's clearly emotional. It's her last game, but she found a way to get herself together at halftime and to give us a fighting chance. And that's what you want from your leader. That's what you want from your leading scorer, is for her to not give up and not quit. And I think it made it a lot easier for our team to follow her.
Any more questions? Good.
Okay. Good luck to y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.